My loves, hello, how are you? Okay, so for those of you that are new, hi, my name is Asha. Very nice to meet you. On this channel, we uplift, inspire, encourage, empower one another to level up, to value ourselves, to know better, and to do better. So thank you for taking time out of your day to sit and watch me or listen to me speak. I really appreciate it. It means so much to me, more than you know. Before we jump into this video, of course, you guys know the routine to follow me on Instagram, and that will be right over here. And do not forget to subscribe to this channel and turn on the post notifications so that you guys know every single time that I post. As you can see from the title, this video is on how to be a quality queen. Let's jump right into it. Okay, angels. So first and foremost, I have 3 categories that I sort of divided this into when I was writing my video treatment. And that is physically, emotionally, and spiritually, how to be a quality queen. So category 1, which is physically. This goes without saying. You have to look good. Anything that is quality is attractive, which means it has to have the look or the aesthetic of something. So you have to keep up your appearance, dress well all the time, clothes that fit. You know when someone's wearing something that's too tight. There's a difference between wearing something that's tight versus wearing something that's too tight, where it sort of just looks not well. It just doesn't look well. Like, what are you doing? What's happening? No, it's fine. It is. It's not. Don't do it. Put in the effort with your appearance, because when you put in effort, it shows. Putting in effort shows. People know that it doesn't take 3 seconds to have a very nice hairstyle, your makeup's done, your clothes are well-fitting, your outfit is nice. People know that doesn't take 3 seconds. So naturally, you get more respect when you're well put together. And it obviously shows, because you're putting in the work, that you are someone that values your appearance, and it means that you are someone that is of quality. I know that we all have lazy days, but I can promise you that it's so worth it. You know, me being really feminine my entire life, of course, there have been time periods, especially when I was like really depressed, where I only wanted to wear sweats. I never really wanted to wear heels, which was very alarming because I am someone that wears heels every day. And I'm not exaggerating. I literally wear heels every day. And it's not because I feel like I have to, but it's genuinely because I enjoy it. First of all, I'm a small girl. I'm only 5'2". I like to, you know, have the height and then take the shoes off and then be my height. I love my height personally. And I also love the fact that I can throw on shoes and I can be like 3 inches, 5 inches, 6 inches tall. I don't know. I could just be taller. You know, I really like that option, you know. But what I'm saying is, even in days where we don't necessarily want to and we don't want to put in the effort, those are the days that we especially should. Because watch, that'll be the day where you go out. This is especially key if you're single. If you're single, you're always on the prowl, babe. Even when you don't notice it. Always carry yourself in a certain way, because you don't know who you're going to attract. You don't know who you're going to see when you go to that grocery store, when you go to that restaurant, or when you go to the mall. You don't know who you're going to see. And that's why it's important to always look put together and to always look the part. Really. It's important. And just, you know, as a reference, one of my favorite stores to get clothes from at the moment right now is Zara, or Zara as people say. In fact, like this blazer is from Zara, and I love this outfit. I love it. Okay, next category. This one is the longest category. Sit tight, okay? This is the emotional category of how to be a quality queen. Number 1 is you're going to lead with femininity. I don't know how many times, languages, ways I can say this, but this is so important, ladies, to lead with your femininity. Men love to protect and provide, especially if they like you. That's their job. That's what they're supposed to do. That's in their nature. That's in their biological makeup. Physiological makeup, practically. I don't know the right terminology, but it's in their makeup. So with being feminine, being soft-spoken, in tone, and being a challenge and a mystery, these are all things that are going to make you someone that is of quality. You know, I tend to like the 50s. For some reason, I really love the women, how they dress. I just think it's so cute. I don't know why I'm naturally drawn to the 50s. I feel like as a 90s baby, a lot of us have eras and time periods that we really loved. And for me, it was definitely the 50s. I think that the women were so cute and feminine, and they dressed very well, and they were very put together. And to me, it was a time where there was a lot of traditional feminism going on, where it was definitely the men's job to provide and work, and the women were stay-at-home moms and got to just watch the kids. I just love that whole simple sort of tradition. And even in one of my favorite movies, which was The Notebook, Rachel Adams, her character, I don't remember the name of her character, but her character, basically, I think that took place in the 50s. And Noah, I think his name was Noah Calhoun, which was sexy, gorgeous Ryan Gosling. He was playing the love interest, basically, where he was the guy that was trying to get Rachel Adams, or McAdams, whatever her name is. And if you notice in the movie, he had to figure out a whole bunch of creative ways to get her to finally say yes in allowing him to take her out on a date. And he just kept pursuing her and pursuing her. And she was saying like, no, like, I'm not going to go on a date with you. You got to try harder than that. You know, still being flirtatious and cute and fun. But she wasn't, you know, rejecting him like, get out of my face. I don't want to talk to you. Like, why are you talking to me? You know, she wasn't doing that. She was still being very feminine and still letting him know, like, I think you're cute, but try again. You know, like that sort of energy. And stuff like that is what makes guys, you know, want to draw to you even more. Because it's like, okay, I think she likes me. Does she like me? Not enough. I got to try harder. So that's like a clue, you know? It's important to note that a man has no incentive to be chivalrous if you're leading with masculine energy. If you're going to act like his equal in terms of how you're treating each other, he's going to view you kind of like a male colleague or like a bro, you know? Meaning, he's going to be confused of, listen, I don't know if I open the door for her or she's going to open the door for me. I can't figure out the dynamic here. We have to kind of play into that role of, oh, you know, very soft, feminine, to let him open the door for you. Let him do his job. Hello? This is very important because of how men are made in nature, right? In our nature, we're supposed to be feminine. And men love women who are feminine. It's really that cut and dry. Don't be the woman who requires nothing of a man. Don't be that woman where all you're requiring is just a man physically, nothing else. Just so you could say, well, I got a man. Do you though? Sounds to me like you have a son. You may have a friend. You may have a roommate. You may have a buddy. You may have a bro. You don't have a man because men pay the bills. Men provide. Men take the lead. That's what men do. What is your man doing? You guys are buddies. You're the other half of the man. It hurts. I know, but it's true. Trust and love and emotional support do not pay the bills. So please spare me before you sit there and get carried away typing, well, that's not all it takes. No, whatever. Different things for different people. You stay over there. Like I said, I'm not going to get upset at you for wanting to be with someone who's the manager of Starbucks or Target. Your boyfriend is a barista. He's 45. That's great. I and a lot of other girls on this channel, my angels, we require more. That's it. So don't get mad at us. Who are you really mad at? Maybe you're mad at you. Maybe that's what we really need to reel in to focus here. It's you, babe. You're mad at you. You're not mad at us. You're not mad at me. What did I do? I'm just speaking my truth, my standards, and what I believe in. And a lot of people agree with me. Yeah. When you lower and deplete and even delete your expectations of a man, you lower your expectations for yourself. All it does is speak volumes for how you feel about you. You instantly become a pick-me, you become a placeholder, you become a pick-me, you become a placeholder until he finds someone that is a challenge, until he finds the person that he actually wants to build with, the person that he wants to provide for. You're just going to keep the seat warm until she gets there, right? And, you know, just overall, a woman who leads with femininity, because that's what they want. They don't want a girl that's acting like a dude. They don't want that. And if he does, he's just simply dusty, right? Get the vacuum. Get the vacuum. Please, someone, anyone. Being a quality queen, you should always keep a man on his toes. Be desirable with your femininity, beauty, your youth. Because honestly, without these things, you really can't reel men in like that. You really can't lure them in. Because why? It's as simple as, I like that look. I like the way you look. The first thing before you meet anybody is you look at how they look. I like that look. I like your face. I like your eyes. I like your lips. I like your teeth. That's what you look at. You're not seeing people's hearts and their insides and their character and all these other things. The first thing that you're noticing is those physical attributes. And being that in society, whether we want to accept it or not, women are valued first through their beauty and their youth. Men are valued in society through their success and their wealth. I don't want to hear it. Save it. It's true. And at the end of the day, you cannot be a quality queen trying to be equal to men. It just doesn't work like that. It just doesn't work like that. I've got nothing. Trying to be equal with men, your ride or die mentality, I'm going nowhere. Your let's split the bill mentality, your I feel bad, I just want to help him, I know he's going through a lot mentality, or unfortunately, your PhD in physics is not going to keep a man. At the end of the day, men get women and lure them in with sex. Women get men with relationships. Write it down. Quote me. It's true. And in order for us to win and get the relationship, to reel them in, these things have to be applied. Becoming a quality queen is a must. You know what? I should write a book called The Quality Queen Bible. That should be the title of my book, The Quality Queen Bible. Who would buy it? Raise your hand. No, for real. I know you guys are always telling me, sidebar, that I should write a book. I think that's what it's going to be called, The Quality Queen Bible. That's it. TQQB. Yeah, TQQB. That's going to be the name of the book, The Quality Queen Bible. Yeah. This is what's going to do it, babe, to sum it up. You're going to lure him in with your charm, with your beauty, with your youth, and with your femininity. Honestly. And you know, this goes without saying, absolutely no intimacy. One, if you're waiting for marriage, no intimacy if you're waiting for marriage. I don't care how hot he is. I don't care if he says, oh, well, you know, I want to marry you anyways, so why can't we just do it now? Because I feel like we're already going to get married, so we might as well just do it now, because what's going to be the difference? The difference is what I said. The difference is I said no. The difference is I hold myself to a certain standard, and I'm not going to bend that for you. And if you want to stick around, great. If you don't, even better. At least I know what you're really here for. We can only hide from our true selves, but for so long. And for others that are not practicing that, no intimacy before monogamy. And keep in mind, don't be fooled by someone trying to be monogamous with you within a week, because the younger they are, because some guys will try it. You know, a lot of people have guts and gall, will be in a monogamous relationship with you just to get that one thing and then bounce. But normally someone that's more mature, that's more settled, you know, they won't even go the distance of waiting the 3 to 4 months. Like Steve Harvey suggested, the 90-day rule. They won't even go the distance. They'll leave well before then. But the ones that do, then you can work out whatever you want to do if that's not your goal, waiting until marriage. But by no means are you just busting it open worldwide just because you like him. In fact, if you like him, that's all the more incentive not to. And to remain neutral. Because like I said in my last video, when you remain neutral, and it's hard, I know what I'm saying by no means is easy, guys. I want you guys to know that. And I know that. I'm practicing these things myself. That's how I come up with half this stuff. It's not easy, but it has to be done. Because all this time that you're investing in yourself, and you're investing in yourself physically, emotionally, and spiritually, it shows. The way you carry yourself is going to be different. Your aura is going to be different. The people that approach you are going to be different. Now, with that being said, that doesn't mean that another Dusty won't ever try to confront you again, because babe, who doesn't like nice things? So looking better is not going to ward them off. It's going to lessen the chances of a lot of them approaching you, because they know that they probably can't get you anyway, so why even bother going the distance? But it's not going to eliminate them. You really are a quality queen. And I want you guys to feel this message and to feel the self-love of valuing yourself, because you will carry yourself differently. So many girls, so many DMs I get on a daily basis. Asha, how do I have more confidence? How do I become a quality queen? How do I do all these things? Follow this Bible, babe. Follow this rule of thumb that I'm creating. I'm sure this isn't going to be the first video that I make on this topic, and I genuinely will be writing a book on this, the Quality Queen Bible, because a lot of you need to hear it. And I want to genuinely help you guys. I know it's not easy out here. It's not easy in the dating world. Whether you're 16 or whether you're even 30, it's not easy. And I get that. And I want you guys to know that I get it. But at the end of the day, no matter how honest and blunt I am, and I don't believe in sugarcoating things, as many of you can see, that doesn't mean that you still shouldn't go the distance. It's the road less traveled for a reason. Anything worth having isn't easy. And people of substance and people of value will see that. And they'll meet you there. They will. I also want you guys to keep in mind, before we move on to the last category of spirituality, if a guy really wants you, it doesn't matter if he's sleeping with Becca or whatever the case is, if he simply wants you. So I've received a lot of DMs of girls saying, I know you said to wait X amount of time. I'm not waiting for marriage, but I do want to be with this guy. But I feel like if I don't have sex with him, he's going to have sex with someone else. Sweetie, more than likely he already is. So while he's banging, you know, all those other girls, let him take the time out to hang out with you, emotionally getting invested in you, courting you, doing all of these things for you without that, because that way he actually will turn around and say, you know what? I've been hanging out with let's say myself, Asha, for the last 4 months, and oh my gosh, like I really like her, and I don't even need those other girls that I was getting, you know, whatever from, because I really like this girl and I haven't even done anything with her yet, and I really, really do like her. So I think I want to be with her. I want to have that talk where I think I want to be serious with Asha. No matter what someone is offering, no matter how many girls are offering and giving it up and busting it open worldwide, it doesn't matter to a guy if he wants it from you. He wants the same thing he's getting from them. He wants it from you. It is not the same. It's not about getting it in, period. It's about the fact that he wants that specific thing from you. So don't be worried. Don't worry about what other women are doing if he really wants you. Does that make sense? Next category. Spirituality. Being a quality queen, especially someone like myself, this is very important to me, very crucial to me, because my spirituality is #1 above anything and everything, because that goes hand in hand with my identity, my emotional stability, mental stability, and any challenge that I face in life. I root in my faith and my belief in God, in Jesus Christ. Spiritually, I believe if you are a Christian, you're going to find your identity in Christ. You should find your identity in Christ. Asha, how do I do that? I don't know where to start. Well, for me, it started with music. Something as simple as that. Yes, I grew up in church my entire life. I've been going to church consistently since I was 3 days old. For years. I still do go to church. Literally 3 times a week. I'm not saying that makes me a saint. That doesn't make me better than anyone. That doesn't mean that I don't go through struggles. That doesn't mean that I'm perfect. That doesn't mean anything. I'm just simply saying what I do, how I grew up. That's just what I do at the current moment. When you become rooted in Christ, anchored by Christ, certain things just can't bother you. There are people that I've known in my life that I do see still on a consistent basis. And I know that they don't like me. And I know they do things to bother me, to jeer me, to do all of these things. And I cannot get myself to react. For some reason, I can't get myself to stoop to that level. With anyone, with relationships, with men. Even though I was only hurt really once, annoyed the rest of the times, I had so many different opportunities to out this person and to kind of get back at them. But I couldn't get myself to do it. I cannot get myself to be a vengeful person. I can't get myself to be a jaded person. And I think a lot of the time, you know, maybe it does have to do with my personality, but I think also it has to do with the fact that I just really believe that God knows everybody. So he knows how to handle that person that hurt me, hurt you, way better than what we can do on our own, in our own human nature, our own human power. He can do way better. And I would rather leave it to him than leave it to me. And I've always thought that way. When you are someone that is a quality queen, sometimes people just see a certain light in you. They recognize a certain light in you, and they don't know what it is. They can't put their finger on it, but it's literally Christ. People say that to me all the time. I don't know what it is about you, but you're just different. You're just, what are you? I'm just a girl that believes in Jesus. That's what I am. And this, even though it's the last category, it's #1 above everything. Because we need to be anchored in him so that we can do all the things that we want to do. Dating someone that's successful, marrying someone that's successful, having your dream life, your dream career. Whatever that may be, put your faith in Jesus. gonna do it for you. And I know that what I'm saying sounds very cliche. It may even sound inauthentic to you. But all I can do is share my truth. All I can do is help you based off of things I've seen, maybe even things I've read, and things that are based off of my own experience. When you are anchored in a higher power like Jesus, you just won't compromise on certain things. You just can't. Of course, there's going to be times where you will fall and you'll get up and you'll make mistakes and you'll learn. That's a part of life. You will never be perfect. I will never be perfect. That's okay. That is okay. But what I'm saying is, when it comes to being a vengeful person and all of these things, these negative things that some people effortlessly do, you just won't be able to do them. You just can't get yourself to reciprocate the negativity that others are projecting onto you. You just can't. I'm unfazed by the amount of people that I've met in my life that have been so jaded. It has never jaded me. Ever. Ever. You know, it hurts. I get over it with time. It isn't easy at the time when I'm dealing with it, but I do. I get over it. I'm here. I'm living. Doing great. You want to be a quality queen because you want to be respectable. And it's important to not let anyone into your space and let everyone into your space and take pieces of you, because that's what you're doing. You're sharing energy with people every time you encounter them, especially exchanging energy with people when you're being intimate with them and you're letting them into your space. It's not just something that's physical. It is spiritual. And if you look at it from that aspect, do you want to be a part of the people that you're letting into your space like that? Do you want their qualities within you? Do you want to possess anything that they have when you know that no good Noah is cheating on you constantly and you're sacrificing yourself and your moral compass or even your intuitive feelings? Is it worth it? Think about it. So guys, that is the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. Of course, do not forget to leave any comments, concerns, suggestions in the comment section below. And of course, if you haven't already, and this is your first video that you're watching of mine, or even if it's not and you have not subscribed yet, please subscribe. We are on the road to 30K and we are so close, and I know that we can get there. And of course, guys, do not forget that I love you and God loves you. And I'll see you guys in my next video.